Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Jeff Carbuoy YouTube channel. And on today's car tutorial video, I'm gonna be showing you how to replace a broken side mirror. As you can see here, this is Mazda 6 and I have a broken side mirror on the passenger side, and therefore this give me an opportunity to show you how to remove the old side mirror and replace with a brand new or a used side mirror. And it's so simple. All you need is remove this speaker right here. There is little speaker right there on the corner, and the next thing you need to remove is this the door panel. And the reason why we're removing this speaker and the door panel is so we can be able to access the bolts that are holding the side mirror. Now to remove the panel, this panel is fastened by at least 3 screws. There is one by the door handle, and there is another one right here on the bottom by the door bulb right there. That bulb is supposed to be covered. There is a cover, but I don't know where it went. There is another bolt right here on the door handle, right there inside there. And all these bolts, all you need is a Phillips screwdriver, and they're easy to come out. I'm gonna show you here in a few seconds. Otherwise, if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button to my YouTube channel. If you see that word subscribe is still red, that means you haven't subscribed yet. So make sure you hit the red subscribe button until it's turned to gray. So that's one of the screw that we're going to remove from the door handle, and that screw is holding, it's among the 3 screws that are holding the panel on the door. Once we remove this screw by the door handle, we need to remove this cover right there, and it's easy. Just gotta push it and it's gonna come out. And it's also a electrical connector right there that is for the lock switch, and all you need is press the tab. There is little tab right there, you press it and it's gonna disconnect right there real quick and put it away. That is a control switch for locking and unlocking the doors, and that is the tab that is going to be hold that cover in place. So once we got all the screws out, then I'll show you the trick on how to remove this panel. So we got all the screws out. So you need this kind of tool, either a flat tip screwdriver or something like this, to unhook some of the clips that are inside this door panel. And all you need to do is wiggle it out, wiggle them out. Once you have enough grip, you can grab that panel with your hand and it's gonna come right out. But I'm gonna show you here what I did. So I grabbed this door panel, you lift it up, but hold on one second. One thing we forget here, you see that little speaker right there on the corner? This one right here, it has to come out before you take out the door panel. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take out the speaker first, and then we're gonna take out the door panel, and you use the same tool to remove that little speaker right there. Now it's gonna be easy now to remove the door panel. And now as you remove the door panel, you gotta be careful here, because this door panel is there's still some wires attached to it. If you check here on the back, there is the wiring harness that is going to the window control switch, and on the bottom there is also another wire that is bringing power to that door bulb. That is a bulb that lights up when you open the door. So we start off by taking out this clip right here, disconnect the window control switch from that wiring harness, and the next one you take off that bulb. And they're easy to come out, just a twist and it's easy to come out. The door panel is free now, and we get it out of the way. Here are the bolts that are gonna be holding the side mirror. And as for the tools, here I'm gonna be using a DEWALT mechanic toolkit. This is 142 pieces on this kit, which include a 1/4 inch to a 3/8 inch drive sockets and ratchet. So in this case we need a 1/4 inch drive socket, and also, a ratchet, and a 5/16, I guess, yeah, 5/16 deep socket. And one thing I like about this kit, it's everything is nice and organized. If you look on top of this case, all the numbers are crafted on top of the case. That way you're able to locate each socket that you need and make your work super easy, and get your tools nice and organized. If you need this kit, I'm going to attach a link on the description. And I also did a quick video review. If you want to see the full video, it's gonna be on this at the end of this video. I will attach a link. So even the ratchet itself, you see, is a quick disconnect and connect using that button on the back of the ratchet. Now all you need is unscrew those bolts. There are 3 of them. Now once you have the 3 bolts out, now the next thing you need to disconnect is this power electrical connector that powers the side mirror. And using the trim tool, easy to disconnect this connector from the door, and by pressing that tab you're able to disconnect the connectors. This is the connector that brings power to the powered side mirror. And also on this particular vehicle you have 2 options, either heated or non-heated side mirror. And what does heated means? It means you can, when you hit the defroster button to defrost the rear window, it will also defrost the side mirror. And the older side mirror is out. That's how you remove the side mirror. As you can see from the outside, it's bare metal right now, so it's good habit to clean it off, clean up before you install the new side mirror. And let's see how it's gonna look. In my option here, I went with used side mirror, as long as it's good and it's not broken. I was good with it. I tried so hard to look for a silver, but all I could find is this gray, very close to, from a distance you can barely notice, or when you if you cannot notice when you're driving 25 miles per hour, it should be good. And as you can see, it's very close to matching, but I am good with it. So one thing you need to know, when you're tightening the bolts, tighten them with a pattern, a little bit at a time. That way the side mirror will be evenly sitting on its place, and therefore sealing and not allowing the water to come through. And it should the side mirror is good now, it's in place, and now it's a good time to start pulling everything back in place. But before we put everything in place, first thing we need to do is testing. So we're going to connect the electrical connector here, and then we're going to test, because this is a powered side mirror. It's good habit to test before you connect everything. And as you can see, everything is working perfectly. You can be able to adjust the side mirror from the driver's side, and that one is a go. If you're liking this video so far, please give it a thumbs up. Also share with on your social medias. Tell them to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you guys for your support. All right, now as we connect all the panel back in place, it's also good to remember to connect all the wiring harness on the back of the panel. There is a one that goes to the window control switch and the bulb on the bottom. So something to note here, when you're installing the door panel, between the door panel and the little corner speaker, which one should go first? In my case here, the door panel should have gone in first, but I started with the corner speaker, and the door panel will not sit in place. So I tried so hard to install the door panel, but it won't fit in place. Look. So because I installed the speaker first, and I know probably you might make the same mistake, so I thought it's good to put it out there. Always start with the door panel. Now I have to disconnect that speaker so that the door panel can fit in place. Now after disconnecting that corner speaker, now you should see that installing the door panel was super easy, and it sits right in place without any struggle. And you start off by installing right here from the top of the door, and everything seated right in place. And now finally installed back the corner speaker. The next thing we're going to connect is that little cover and the connector for the door lock control switch. And it's easy to install that one, as you can see. Once you line it up right there, you push it, and you're pushing it toward the rear so it can lock in place. Then we install the bolt or the screw that going right there, and then after that there is a little cover that goes that covers that bolt, and that way you can barely tell there is a bolt right there, unless you watch the Jeff Carbuoy YouTube channel how to change a side mirror. Now once you've done that, you can go ahead and place this door panel all around the corners to make sure all the clips inside there, they're in place. Also don't forget to install all the other screws, and that should be it on that video. That's how you install a side mirror on a Mazda 6 2005. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share these videos on your social medias, and stay tuned. The next video is coming up soon.